Hello.
I'm Emmalynn.
I'm Jessica.
Today is going to be a mini vlog. First we're going to go to the bookstore and then we're going to give a little update, life update, goals for 2024 regarding YouTube and everything, and just what we are reading.
Life in general.
All kinds of things. FaceTime.
We're at Half Price Books. We were going to go to Barnes & Noble, but both of the Barnes & Nobles around us are sold out of the new Emily Wilde book, as well as our local bookstore. So we drove 20 minutes to Half Price Books. So here we are.
Yay, I'm just here for moral support. There you are.
Okay. Well, I secured the package.
Look at her. She's beautiful.
She's green, which is my favorite.
How is the back just as pretty as the
so
front?
cute.
The spine.
The foxes. The matness. People need to like
Snap
pick up
around.
on this trend, you know?
I know.
If you're gonna do hardbacks, do them like this. No one wants that stupid dust cover. They just take it off.
And then when you like take it off and your skin's like dry, or you like get out of the shower, it feels weird, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It does. And I swear I can see every single thumbprint.
Nothing is
It's
worse
just annoying.
than the dry winter skin we're having right now. But that's a whole other issue for a whole other day.
Whole other
No.
day.
Okay, so what do we want to talk about? Let's talk about the fact that we're moving. So,
Another snap situation.
yes. In case you didn't know, which you probably didn't know because we're just now telling you, we're moving to North Carolina in June. So we're literally moving across the entire country from northwest to east coast. And we are so excited.
I'm ready to live my Outer Banks life. I'm
Yes.
ready to live my Where the Crowded Scene life. To just
Bask in the sun.
coastal granddaughter aesthetic. I'm ready to read my little heart out on the beach.
Bask in
Thriving.
the sun.
Also,
See the sun. You know, I'm just ready to see the sun.
the amount
honestly.
of videos I get on my Instagram every day of like how some of the country's biggest Goodwills are in North Carolina. The book selection, impeccable. So we'll see what happens to YouTube during the next few months.
Yeah.
Try to post as much as possible, but life happens and life will go on in the process of doing all of this, which is gonna be a little stressful, but it's worth it in the end. So there's that.
We're also excited because, well, Emmalynn especially has always wanted to go to Y'all Fest,
I have
and so we're gonna get
in
to go
South
this
Carolina. I've never been to a book signing, never been to any book related event.
Year. What town is it in?
I think it's in Charleston.
Okay, great. Thriving. So, yeah, we're not really doing anything yet for our move. At the end of February, my husband and I are gonna go to look for houses, and then probably put our house on the market at the end of March, beginning of April, and then it'll just be go time because Emmalynn graduates in June, the very beginning of June, and then we are leaving shortly after. So it's gonna be a wild ride. But
so also with all of that happening, expect more life-related content, more lifestyle videos. Just trying to upload when we can. Might not always be able to just do a sit-down video once or twice a week. So
we might not be doing as much reading as we normally would either.
if you're nosy like I am, I hope you enjoy it. Because I love moving vlogs, decorating videos, some of my all-time favorites, organization videos, organizing bookshelves in general. I already know I'm going to be selling my current bookshelf and getting a new one. And depending on the size, maybe I'll have to go shopping for it, you know? Make it feel at home.
So, logistically speaking, I will be driving with my husband and Ellie, my younger daughter, from Washington to North Carolina, and Emmalynn will be flying because she's staying here a week longer than us because her boyfriend graduates high school the week after she does, and we need to go ahead and get to North Carolina for my husband to start his new job. So she's gonna be getting
Living
the easy
the
way
good
out
life.
and flying for the first time by herself. Well, not by herself, but without parentals. And so we might do like a mashup moving vlog.
It'll be like
my POV versus her POV.
Picture like, you know, some upbeat, stressful techno music. They're like driving in
with the dog
Nebraska,
and 2 rabbits.
And I'm just like, so here's another day. I'm just getting coffee.
Sitting in the lounge.
I'm just waiting to go on my flight. And they're like unpacking
your
the
non-stop
truck.
flight.
Yeah. It's gonna be really hard.
It's gonna be so hard. You do have to deal with getting your car shipped, but hopefully that won't be too big of a deal. I'll just be getting picked up and you'll be like, bye. Bye, Betty.
Betty White. So, since we'll try to keep this somewhat bookish, what are you currently reading? What are your thoughts? I'm reading like 5 things.
Okay, so this is exactly what happened to me when I got Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. I got it on NetGalley as a digital ARC, and I started reading it on my Kindle, and I was like, for some reason I waited until like really close to when it actually published. I don't know why I did that, and that's what I did with this. Like, I didn't even do it on purpose, but anyways, I started reading that and I was like, I want to own this. I know Emmalynn would like it too. So I went and bought it. It was the last one at Barnes & Noble. Then I started reading this one on my Kindle, and everyone actually, from what I've heard, says they like this one even better because there's like more of a mystery element, which is my love language. So I started reading it and I was like, yeah, I think I do want to go ahead and buy this. So I called our local bookstore and he was like, no, we're out, which I was really hoping he wasn't because I have store credit there and I was wanting to use my store credit. And then I called Barnes & Noble and they were out, and then I called the other Barnes & Noble and they were out. All of that to say,
we found her.
I am reading this. I'm already on page 58. I went and found where I was when I was reading it on my Kindle. So I'm reading this. I'm also really trying to finish the third book in the Farseer trilogy, which is Assassin's Quest. And so I decided what I was gonna do is finish the chapter that I'm on, because I'm in the very middle of it and I there's no way to tell where I'm at. And I'm going to start listening to the audiobook.
Oh.
So I already downloaded it. I got it from the library, but I have to finish this chapter that I'm on so I know what chapter to start on, because the digital copy I'm reading is the trilogy. And it's the third book in the trilogy, so I literally have no idea what even page number I'm on. All of that to say, I'm gonna listen to the audiobook.
That's a good idea.
Yes. So I'm gonna go back and forth between the two.
Okay, I'm currently reading Little Women for School, and I should have been done like 2 weeks ago. I'm not even gonna lie, but it's my senior year, like nothing really matters. I need 1 credit to graduate. I'm fine. Anyways, and this is just not a book I wanted to rush. This is an emotional experience. This is one of my most beloved stories of all time.
It's also like kind of part of your personality.
It is my personality. I relate a lot to it. The dad in that book, if you don't know, is a chaplain. My dad is a chaplain.
In the army.
Yeah. And just the more I read this, the more I'm like,
obviously
oh,
Army.
I'm Meg March. Like, good or bad, I know I'm her. Like, she'll do things and she'll be like disappointed in herself, and I'm like, I do that too. So,
and then it's about sisters, and you have a sister.
I do have a sister. She's a total Joe.
She is a Joe.
Yeah, I can't rush this. I have to really take it in.
It's interesting that, like, you're a Meg and she's a Joe, and you're the firstborn and she's the secondborn, and it aligns with those two personalities.
And, like, I don't know. I've watched the movies, the one from the, I think it's the 90s, and the 2019 one multiple times, but this is my first time actually reading the book, which is kind of embarrassing, but it is what it is. And there's just so many good things that I feel like are left out, so many good moments. I had to stop tabbing so much because I was running out of my colors that I'm using for this book, and I'm just now like halfway through. So I'm reading that, and then I'm also reading A Fragile Enchantment by Allison Saft, which is also out right now. I kind of did the same thing with my NetGalley, but it's a very like spring-esque vibe book to me, and I got it approved in like November, and that just wasn't the vibes at the time. But I have it until February 13th, even though it's already out. So I'm basically skipping the line of all you Libby girlies, and I don't have to pay to go buy it. And it's just best of both worlds. I'm not into it deep enough to give an impression yet, but I
really need to get on my NetGalley burn too.
It's the only book I have on there.
Oh, I have like 3 more.
I low-key forgot about NetGalley. I don't even know how that happens, but I was just like, oh wait, I have a book I was supposed to read. And so we're finally doing that. But yeah, that's what I'm reading right now. That's what's going on. I hate reading more than one book at once, but it's okay. It's okay.
It's fine.
It's okay.
It's a good balance. At least it's like 2 different genres, you know?
So yeah, there's our little update, what's going on, our kind of ideas for the year.
Yep. We'll definitely for sure be going to Outer Banks this summer.
Yes.
Probably Florida as well.
I'm going to the office. Like, it doesn't matter if I go alone. I will be going. And I'll vlog it for all you people that don't get to go. So, yeah.
Yeah. But we probably need to get going, or else we're gonna get stuck in traffic. Yeah. And you know we don't want that. So
we're gonna go.
We're gonna get out of here so we don't get caught up in that mess. So
until next time.
Bye-bye.